Hi, my name's Vanessa. In this video I want to show you how I use the Cuttlebug machine. We're going to run through how we use various dies and embossing folders and which plates you need to make them work. Next we have the Lacé Carter's dies. They come like this and the effect is rather gorgeous. This is what you can do. Some of you may remember the Lacé templates that you used to get, the metal templates that you then had to cut with a knife in between each little slot, and it took hours. I remember them very well. So again, same build up with the plates. You've got A, piece of card, C, die, paper face down, and B on the top. Then you're going to run through. Whoop, I've got my die a little bit close to the edge there so it won't go. Let's move that back. There we go. Run it through. And that's it, where it comes off. Now it's important to have a double-sided paper on this one, so a different colour on each side. And then this one, you just fold that little edge over there to each one. Now if you were doing it on slightly thicker card or on a mirror card or something like that, then I would suggest that you just score those little markings there so that you get a nice neat fold each time. But I'm using paper here. It's one of Marianne's fancy papers. They're quite gorgeous. Put those over. So once we do all that, then okay, back to there. Then they just tuck under. So this bit here is just going to tuck under that bit there. And you get this gorgeous effect. Like that. Okay, so there we are. That's how that one comes out. On this one I've used, there's a heart-shaped one, and I've also used an embossing folder here to get the happy birthday. And this one also, I think they do look fabulous on the mirror card. That was just come on top there. Of course you can stick that right down underneath if you need to. That's that there. Okay. Slightly different shaped cards again. You can just mount them onto whatever you want. Okay, so those are the Lacé ones. Now, each of the dies that we've been speaking about, that is the Nellie Snellen, the Marianne Createables, the Joy, and the Lacé stencils, can all be embossed. Some of the Nellie ones, most of the Marianne ones, most of the Joy ones, and also the Carter's ones, the Lacé ones. They can all be embossed. To do this, you need to cut your die first. I picked this one because it shows up particularly well. You cut your die in the normal manner. So we've just done A, piece of card, C, and then your die, then your hot plate, then B. That's going through, and I'm going to cut it out. Making that lovely noise again. So there we are, I've got my die. I'm going to leave it in there. I'm going to leave it in the die. I'm going to replace the C and the piece of card with my flat B one, the bottom one. That's going on the bottom. And I've got my die with the paper in it. Now there's two different embossing mats out at the moment. There's this one, which is the tan mat, and this one, which is the ultimate mat. Now you can see here that I've got two mats together. In quite a lot of instructions on the Marianne dies, etc., they do say to use the C mat your die with your paper in it, then one of these mats, and then a bee on the top. I have found it a lot easier because I've found that quite strenuous to get through the machine, so I have found it much easier to do is to replace the bottom C mat with a bee and then use two of these tan mats together and put those on the top there, and then a bee on the top of that. And again, if you've got one that bee mat that is being used, it'll go through a lot more easily. This one's been used a fair bit now, so we're going to go through that. But if it's brand new, you might find it quite strenuous to get through again. So, but persevere. You're not going to break your machine. And then we're going to run that through. So we've got A, B, die with your paper in it, two tan mats and a bee. We'll take that one out. Then it's popped out of there on its own. And you can see that it's got the embossed leaves on there. To make that stand up even more, I'm going to use my little sanding mat. This is a really cool one. I like this one. The shape is. You could even wear it if you want to do as a thing. Then just slightly sand that. Because the leaves are very delicate here, I'm going to put it in my hand and do it because I don't want to break the leaves off at the centre point there. But you can see that the leaves are coming to light there. I'm using a colour core card on this one, which has got a lighter base, but you can do this to any type of card if it's white on the back and on the front. Okay, so can you see there that you've got the embossing is coming through. So that's using these dies, any of the aforementioned ones, if they've got an embossing part to them, that's how you use it. That can go like that. So I've mentioned that you can use the two tan mats, or you could use one of the ultimate mats. And again, this one goes through really easily, and that's in place of that. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it's given you some ideas of how to use your machine. If you have any questions about any of the bits you've seen here, please contact me via the website, which is www.craft-ability.com, where you can also buy any of the products that I've used here today. If you can't see them, please give me a ring. Again, the number's on the website. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. Bye.